Ayy, ayy. Niggas always talking, I'm like, fuck it, let them chat. I been getting money, you know I can live with that. Legend in my city, winning, showed it on the map. And if I leave this bitch tomorrow, they gon' quote it as a fact. I'm like, who the hell could stop me? Carbon copies on my timeline. Get up out your ego, learn to think with your divine mind. Main role in my movie, get that boot if you ain't acting right. Biting on my style, these niggas rapping with some appetite. Better know where you at night. Ride around with that strap at night. Catch me flicking ashes, dumping funky at your traffic light. Tipping out my bottle, all in honor of my dead. Swear these niggas want no drama on my mama, on your head. I was raised to be that way, you just can't hold it, G. Being a block, I'm on my pivot like I'm supposed to be. Clocking digits with them niggas who been close to me. Popping shit and putting dick all in her ovaries. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. Who gon' tell your tale if you don't leave no good impression? You ain't mad at me, little bitch, you mad at your reflection. Working on my hoodoo, burning sage for my protection. But if that shit there don't work, you know we brought that Smith & Wesson. I ain't stressing, found my blessing in the lowest state. She tell me, Xavier, please come over, though she know it's late. I could've went and beat that down, instead I chose to wait. I been that nigga in my city, that ain't no debate. See, once you learn to drop your feelings, you might drop your siblings. I talk to God about my dealings when they got my healings. Don't point my way with all that drama, I be about my commas. What's worse about your lack of papers, you ain't got no honor. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down. I hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. Hold up. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame, same one for the break cane. Mindset on the next move, no time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame, same one for the break cane. Mindset for the next move, no time for the head game. I'm a player, you a parody. Bad bitch, two braids like a Cherokee. So much that I might need a parody. Smoke dope and I might need therapy. I be fly than a bitch, young parakeet. Apparently, these niggas don't know who I be. Last time I came to the show, so you paid at the door and I slid in, no ID. You ain't cold like me. Know you see the name in neon. Prime time shit like Dion. Niggas ain't peas, they peons. Hit it in the bed, bad beyond. Neck on froze, on Freon. I ain't gotta tell her that we on. Shawty know she heard of the band and the brand and the type shit we on. Fuck they be on. Got a nigga leading this shit like eons. He a fan, he a windmill. Top down on the coast, got a wind chill. Bottom grill, big fur, nigga chinchill. Tell him simmer down, sit still. Switch flows like knobs on the faucet. Tell him I need all of the profit. I'm off for the week shit. Probably off for a week shit. With a queen at the crib, got it looking like freak Nick. My flight about to head from the runway. It's noon, getting head on a Monday. Sunbathe on the beach on a Sunday. Niggas still getting paid from the one play. Pulled up in the what you call it, eating on that, can't pronounce it. They seen I ain't announced it. Doing numbers like 8 accountants, ducked off by the lake and mountains. Might make it sound like backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break game. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Clutch pack in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break game. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game. I'm a vibe, I'm a trip, I'm a journey. I'm a dog at the game in the gurney. Yo, bitch probably came with the scurvy. She be playing more games than attorney. Turn up, turn wheel on the yacht deck. Cold drink, hardwood and a hot neck. Grotesque protest when I shop wreck. Gotta now give a fuck who got next. 8 good tall glass of the Merlot. Pin game got the cash on turbo. Teed up with the iron like Top Golf. New whip with the top piece chopped off. Off work I came to play. 2 blunts tall Tanqueray. Don't simp get paid today. That hate can't make a stay. Out west where the Lakers stay. And I'm still up getting to the bread like aisle 3. If it ain't about that, don't dial me. Put a little right in your act, baby. Do it for your bread and your black babies. Nigga, don't flex, just build muscle. I'm up, I still hustle. Ball game like Bill Russell. Rap game on Chris Wallace. Nigga wanna switch wallets. Give a fuck what a bitch call it. No shit for the faint of heart. Get rich, nigga, play your part. 5 bands, 2 days apart. This shit like ancient art. And I'm still in the hood like an engine. Slide 4 deep, down division. Papa my shit for the pension. Pretty little freak in the mentions. Checking her physique at dimensions. Let a nigga peep your position. Cause in that backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break game. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Clutch pack in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break game. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game.
Turning practice to perfection took some trying. Who'da thought that I'd get my next blessing from some lines? I turned this rap shit into my profession and defied all they projections. No ceiling on what's manifesting in my mind, cause I get stronger when the pressure build. More hunger, what's next to kill. Grind with the time I had and get paid over time. This so refined, just peep the detail. And it's all for retail. I used to get my inspo from the store that was for... Now we don't cross my mind so much cause everything high. I don't even check the traffic flow cause everything fly. Before us whips, now I got extra keys. Just text my lady, I'm the greatest, she said yes indeed. Can't play it safe, I'm taking risks cause I know what could be. Where that could lead, you best believe I'll be the first to see. I paid the price to know my worth so I can't work for free. And put my soul in every moment, it's all sacrifice. Just by what you think worth the bleed. What you think worth the scars? Girl, it's way more to the world than fancy cars. We gon' live today, we might not see tomorrow. You gon' miss the galaxy, try and see the stars. Contemplate daily what's gon' get us far. No need to buy the world cause it's already yours. And I'm no longer searching for another reason. When I'm through with this earth, I might just rise up out the dirt and ball another season. 20s, 50s, 100s, I wanted it's mine. Planning the purchase, I'm buying land in the purpose divine. Pull out a family, one roof to stack, it won't cost them a dime. Feel me up seeing my people eat, that's the mark of a done. Can't be losing focus in the clutch, that's gonna cost you your prime. I took precaution, man, been at work since I first saw the sign. X by my cursive and name slipped since I dotted the line. Make sure the ethic match my ambition and wait for the time when drinks is on. on me. Thanks I don't need. I done had this plan since both jeans and long tees. No extended hands that didn't feed, I'm on freeze. Cause I ain't got the battery to spin, I'm low key. I done put my TK in 10 times, no lie, I did the job. Had to wash my hands on wind, lay down at night and get to God. It had been so many times inside, I thought when nothing left. I was on my way up thinking I would fall, but took a step.
What's going on? How y'all doing on this Wednesday afternoon? Hope everybody doing all right. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody making it. It's your guy, Big Dog Barking, come straight out of Memphis 10 with another live for y'all. So sit back, roll up, pull up, do whatever makes you feel good, you know what I'm saying? And sit back for an hour or so, you know what I'm saying? So I can put a little something in here. Before I get into today's proceedings, as y'all in the building, hit that like button. Likes are appreciated. Hit that share button, you know what I'm saying? Tell somebody, come put their eyes on me, you know what I'm saying? And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I'm on my goal is 1,300 by the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? It's a slow process, but a slow process is better than no process. And also, if you want to donate, want to be part of the investment circle, hit the cash app. It's floating around here somewhere. It should be somewhere around here. Let me see. It's at the top of the screen. Yeah. So if you want to donate to the channel, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? It's in the banner. And I would surely appreciate it. Now today, we want to talk about income stock women. And before I get into the conversation about income stock women, let me just set the table for why we're talking about income stock women. See, excuse me. See, a lot of things that we talk about in these spaces, I realize a lot of guys and a lot of women don't actually deal with this in their own real life. Some have, some haven't. And those that haven't can only talk about it from the stories they hear and the videos they see. They really don't have no real experience dealing with some of the conversations that we talk about. They're just like when we talk about marriage, you know, I'm one of those people that like, hey, talk about what you want to talk about. But unless you actually been in the shoes of a married man or a married woman, you really can't tell me what marriage is. Now you can tell me what marriage look like from your POV, what you saw your mama and your dad or whatever the case may be, whoever in your family. You can tell me from that point of view what you saw. But you can't tell me what marriage is for yourself if you never been in them shoes. That's one part of it. You can't talk about child support if you don't have any children to support. And again, you can talk about it from what you see, but you can't talk about it if you don't actually live it. So I'm just setting the base. in my real life, and this is pertaining to the topic. In my real life, I have 3 examples of, well, 2 really, of what's going on with individuals and how they messing over income stock women or whatever narrative y'all talk about. I got examples. The first example is my brother-in-law, my wife, younger brother. He the oldest boy, but that's her youngest brother. That's her younger brother. And I sit here and I see him go downhill. Not because the boogeyman or whatever the case may be is stopping him from being a successful black man. No, it ain't that on why I see him falling. I see him falling because he don't want to do nothing productive. Now, mind you, this young man, well, I ain't gonna say young man, but this man has 2 daughters, 2 beautiful little girls by 2 different women. And what I'm going to say about him is leading into my topic for today. See, his oldest daughter mother is what I like to call a penny stock woman. And my wife, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, they don't like her, but they respect her for the simple fact she got his oldest daughter. So they give her that much respect because of his oldest child. But they don't like her because after she had his oldest child, she flipped the script. She actually hid that penny stock bullshit until she had the baby. And after she had the baby, that's when all the ratchet behavior, the chaotic behavior, all that came out of. You feel what I'm saying? She wanted constant excitement, she wanted attention, and all this right there. Now, she ain't the cutest in the face. She got a decent little body, she chocolate, nice set of titties. You know what I'm saying? That look, she all right. She ain't the best, but she all right physically. But she ratchet. She's ratchet. She's terrible. Bad behavior. She do too much. And yet and still, if she tell that nigga to jump, he jump. If she put the threat of child support on that nigga jumping. She literally have control over Buddy. And I hate to see it. My wife, she hate to see it. You know, his sisters and his mama, they hate to see it. And they say something to him about the shit, and he act like they ain't got his best interest in heart. They care about him. They want to make sure he's straight. But again, like I say over here, I can only give out the advice. If you take it, you take it. If you don't take it, I can't make you take it. I can't force feed it down your throat. You feel what I'm saying? So they try to tell him what to do. They done told him, man, put yourself on child support since he always threatening you with child support, all that. Ooh. He ain't did shit. But anytime she need a bill paid, he jumping to pay the bill. I remember he had a spot and all her folks moved into the spot he had. And he moved out. And he kept paying the bills because his baby mama, none of her kin folks paid any of the light bill, the rent, none of that type of shit. But he don't stay there no more. It was a whole lot of shit. Now that's the first baby mama. She terrible. Now, Over time, he got this second baby mom. He got another daughter. I think she two. She might be three. I know she either two or three. She still wearing pull ups. She still getting potty trained, so she about two or three. Now, the second baby mom, she cool. She cool. Now, I'm gonna say this, and y'all can say how you feel. She already had a little boy when they got together. Take it how you want to take it. That's true. She had a little boy when they got together. He met her at his job. They started dealing with each other and all that good shit. And no sooner did they start talking, she ended up pregnant. And she had his second daughter. Now, outside of her already having a son, and I don't just hold that against females, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Outside of her having a little boy before she met my brother-in-law, she's actually a good woman. She actually got my brother-in-law best interest in mind. She actually want my brother-in-law to do great in life. She actually want my brother-in-law to be the best man possible. She's loyal. She got his back. She do everything that you want a woman to do for you. She got you. She cook. Home, she cook. You know, that's a big problem we have that we talk about is that women don't cook. The boy done gained weight because of her cooking. Now he wasn't just no frail nigga. You know, he had a little weight on him. He wasn't no big, he had no belly. Oh no, he got a belly now. He got a belly now because of her cooking. She got his back. And even though she got his back, even though she feed him and do all the good shit possible, he don't want to do nothing for the second daughter. He don't want to do nothing for the good baby mom. The one that actually likes him, the one that actually want to be with him, the one that actually want to deal with him, he can't do nothing for her or his second daughter. I mean, from my understanding, he wouldn't even pay for the daycare. Now I know in some places y'all be getting your head busted for daycare, and from my understanding, the daycare for his second daughter was roughly $40 a week. $40 a week. Literally. $160 a month for daycare for his 2-3-year-old daughter. And I know y'all been hearing some crazy numbers when it come down to daycare. And his number was $40. And he don't even want to do that. His youngest daughter was with him Sunday, this past Sunday. And like I said, she's getting potty trained. And she was down to her last pull-up. Matter of fact, had to pull up on. And ain't trying to buy her another pull-up. Ain't trying to buy no pull-ups. And she on the last one. My wife, my sister-in-law, and my mother-in-law went to a little soul food spot. Shout out to Big Tay Eats. It was a little soul food spot he found that we saw on his social media, on his TikTok and his Instagram. And my wife and my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law went. Now we went last week. And when we went last week, they happened to run out of food. It was like my wife and my mother-in-law came out of line. They was like, they had like 30, 40 people that ain't got their orders taken last week. So this week, they left a little early and they got their little food. You know, my wife brought me back a pot roast plate with greens and green beans. It was fine. She had lasagna with mac and cheese and candy yams. She said it was good. I don't know what my mother-in-law and sister-in-law had, but they ain't had no complaints. I ain't heard nothing. This nigga that got his 2-3-year-old daughter with him ain't fed the baby none Sunday. Now he didn't eat either. He didn't feed himself, but he didn't feed his 2-3-year-old daughter. Nor did he buy his 2-3-year-old daughter any pull-ups, and she being potty trained. But I know for shit show. I know without a shadow of doubt. I know for a fact. He put some money on college football. He put some money on NFL. I know that for a fact. And he might have put some money on baseball. I know that without a shadow of doubt, he made some bets. I know that if I don't know nothing else, that my brother-in-law, and I like him. I like him a lot. I love bro. I know without a shadow of doubt he spent money betting this past weekend. I know without a shadow of doubt he gambled this weekend and couldn't buy his daughter anything to eat and couldn't buy his daughter pull-ups. This the same brother-in-law that when my daughter was down here, she came down here for my son's graduation. This the same brother-in-law that was supposed to go get the little aluminum tray to put food in. He was gonna get them from Dollar Tree. They were like $1 for so many and shit like that. This the same brother-in-law that couldn't get the aluminum trays out of Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree. He couldn't get them out of Dollar Tree. Not Kroger, not Target, not even Walmart. You couldn't get them out of Dollar Tree. But let it be the one baby mama that's a bad behaving chick. The one that's always scheming and beaming. The one that's always looking for excitement. The one that always got an attitude. That always needs some attention. Let it be her. And let it be that oldest daughter of his. Let it be anything that first baby mama want. They got the bad behavior. He jumps without hesitation. He jumps without hesitation. And see, I'm going and I'm gonna get to the main topic. Just hold on for a minute. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? He jumps for that first baby mama like it ain't nothing. And she terrible. The one that's good, he pisses on. Now I know y'all done heard old women do the good guy dirty and they kiss the bad guy ass. I tell y'all this over and over again. It ain't a gender thing. It's psychological. It's emotional. I tell y'all that over and over again. It ain't got nothing to do about gender. It's psychological. My own daughter that I love dearly, that I love with all my heart, my daughter. What's going on, LA? What's good? What's good? My own daughter that I love dearly. Me and her had a conversation yesterday. She called me. Me and her chopped it up. You know, we talk to each other. She have to call me at least once a week because, you know, me and my daughter, we have our own bond. We be on that bullshit. Like when she calls her mama, you know, her mama, she want to talk and be all in girl talk. But when she called dad, she know dad on that BS. I co-sign her BS. So she talking about a little trip, little situation she had this weekend. where her fiance best friend from high school came up to Charlotte from uh, late. I can't think of the place in South Carolina, but they came up from South Carolina to Charlotte for the weekend. Him and his baby mama. All right, cool. So she was telling me about how they were kicking it and shit like that, and it didn't go the way she wanted to go because the baby mama, her fiance best friend, baby mama, was trying to hang with my daughter, and my daughter, she outside. She ain't outside like looking for other niggas and shit like that. She like, I just had this little girl. She finna go for her 2-month checkup. I'm outside. She back smoking blunts. She ain't breastfeeding, but she ain't drinking either though. But she's back smoking blunts. She outside. I'm like, well, you do what you do. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. It is what it is. So actually tell me about what went on. They posted went to the Dallas Charlotte game, Dallas Carolina game, I mean, to the tailgate at least. They ain't end up going. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. It's really a bullshit story, but it is what it is. She proceeded to tell me about a conversation her and her fiance had. Now, mind you, I done talked good and bad about my daughter's fiance. I done said good things about old boy. I done said some negative things about old boy. Overall, I think he a good guy. That's just my perception of him. That's just what when I talk to him, when I see him, I done shook his hand a few times in life. So just me being upfront and personal with him, overall, I say he a good guy. So my daughter tell me he want to have another baby. Now he ain't in a rush to have the baby right now. He talking about another 5 years. Now, for those that know or don't know, my daughter had a C-section with her daughter, my granddaughter. She had a C-section. And she was like, Dad, I don't think I could do it. She was like, if I would have had the baby vaginally, I might be pumped up to have a second. But due to the fact I had a C-section, I don't want to go through that again. I'm like, okay. All right, whatever. You know, I ain't gonna make you have another baby. I can't, you know. It is what it is. And she was telling me how her and her fiance been having this conversation. And she determined not to have a second child because of her having a C-section with the first one. Okay, you feel how you feel. I can't make you feel no different. So, according to my daughter, her fiance, mind you, I give him props because my daughter not working. He got to bring in all the money until she get back to working and shit like that. He working, so he paying the bills and shit like that. I give him props for that, but he don't want to do shit else when it come down to his little girl. He half-ass want to hold her unless she going to sleep. He don't want to deal with. He really don't want to feed her. Don't want to be up with her. Don't want to walk around with her. Don't want to pick up when she cry. None of that type of shit. Now, this is my daughter telling me. I don't know. I ain't seeing the shit. I can only go by what my daughter telling me. But according to her, he don't want to do shit, but he'll buy her shit. But any of that father-daughter bond, he really don't want to do that because she a baby still. She gonna be 2 months. And anytime she start crying, he want her to jump up and see what the baby need. He don't have time for. And I know some of y'all guys to be sitting there like, well, he paying the bills. He got to go to work and all that good shit. I hear you. But my pushback to that would be always is like, that's his child too. Because I had to tell her about how I had to get up and go to work when she was a baby, when Lil Dog was a baby. And I had to get up with them at all types of night, early in the morning and shit like that. They crying, diapers need to be changed, they need to be fed, they don't want to go to sleep. I had to do that shit too. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it either. But because I sit there with their mama and created them, I have to take care of them. Because I sat there with their mama and created these two kids. I also had to take care of them outside of the financial responsibilities. I actually have to hold them and nurture them and feed them and change them and watch them grow up and make sure they stay out of trouble. It ain't all on my wife's shoulders. It's on mine too. And that's something my daughter's fiance don't want to do. But he want to have another baby in the next 5 years. And my daughter sitting there telling his mama that I'm not doing it. I'm straight. I'm good. I got my one. I'm good. I'm not having no more babies. I can't make her have no more babies. So her fiance proceeds to tell her he gonna have a baby, another baby, regardless of what my daughter say. And when she told me that, I'm like, well, how he gonna do that? She said that he gave me two options. I said, all right, I'm listening. She said, option one, he was gonna pay for a surrogate. I said, okay, that's not out the way. That ain't far fetched. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? People do that every day. They got the bread to do. So that's what I told her. I was like, that's not a bad option. It's just that I know he ain't got the bread to do it. Not right now. Now, 4 or 5 years down the line, he may have it. I ain't gonna say he ain't gonna have. He might have it. But right now, he ain't got it. Right now, he ain't got the bread to get a surrogate, to have another baby. So, okay, so what's the other option? Screw it. And if y'all can probably guess option B, type it in the chat. But option B. Option B. And this is what she said he told her. Option B is he go out and get another female pregnant on purpose and expect her to deal with that decision. This young man that I have some respect for, I like him, tells my daughter that he plans on having another baby, whether she's down for it or not. And one of the options is he literally will go out and get another lady pregnant and want my daughter to stay with him while he go get another female pregnant. Literally want my daughter to co-sign him getting another female pregnant just for him to have another baby. And my daughter said, you need to figure yourself out before I say I do. Because if that's your plan, you can count me out. If that's your plan, if for me to get married to you, while you standing around here sticking your dick in random females in the name of creating more babies, you can count me out. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't even blame her. And I tell her, and I told her numerous times before when she said some shit about him, I said, first of all, the relationship he has with his mother, he a son husband. I told my daughter several times in their 4 or 5 year relationship, however long they've been together, they've been talking since her freshman year of college. I've been telling her since her freshman year of college, every time she say something about him, it's like, yeah, his mom and his girlfriend, and you're the competition. he the son husband. Real life. This is my real life man. I said, yeah, he the son husband. I said, then on top of that, not only he's a son husband, he listened to a lot of red pill manosphere talking points. There's been a lot of shit she done said about old boy. And I'm like, yeah, I know exactly where he got that from. Just like I would sit there and, you know, when me and my son talk about his girlfriend and she say certain shit, I had to sit there and tell her, like, quit listening to TikTok. I know where you get some of your talking points from. I know where you get some of your conversation from. You know why? Because I do content. I hear this shit every day. So I had to tell my daughter over the past 4 or 5 years since she been with Buddy, it's like, bruh, your fiance is a living talking point, a real life talking point. Now, I didn't raise my daughter to be no pushover. I didn't raise my daughter to be no hoe. Literally and figuratively. Now, she ain't going. She every bit of her daddy when push comes to shove. She ain't going. You got her fucked up. She ain't going. And I don't know why he thinks she going. I don't know why he think my daughter going. I don't know why he thinks that she worked her ass off to get her degree, that she's just gonna work at a convenience store so he can be the breadwinner. When I sit back and say, buddy, before my daughter quit working to have your baby, she was paying all the bills. She was paying all the bills. She created a lifestyle she could afford. She could pay that, I think what she say, $1,600 rent. She was paying it. Little trips to other cities and shit like that was on her dime. Going out to restaurants and shit like that was her bread. She was doing, the lifestyle she did it on her. She was doing it with her money. She wasn't dependent on his money. And she never said shit about his money. She never questioned his bank account. She never said he wasn't making enough. She just took care of her and him with her money. Helping him with his car note. Helping him with some of his delinquent bills and shit like that. My daughter is a real ride or die for that nigga. But for you to sit there and tell her she gonna have to live with a decision you want to make because you just want to have another baby and half-ass take care of the one you got, my daughter ain't signing up for that. But this is what I'm talking about leading into this topic of income stock women. And even when I talk to my own son, now mind you, he 18, just turned 18 back in June, just turned 18 this year. My son actually listened to his daddy and put their game down on his baby mama. Not in a way to take advantage of her, not in a way to belittle her, to let her ass know. It's like, look, this how I rock. Either you with her or you ain't. I think since they've been together a whole year. And it's only one time I didn't really seen him shook up between him and his baby mom. And that was the first time she actually put him on block. He was going through a whole frenzy because he didn't know what he did for her to put him on block. And even before he ran up to McDonald's to go check on her to see what the problem was, I said to him like, well, what you want to do? Because mind you, when he started talking to her and he told me, Dad, I got a little girl I like. The first thing I told my son was, is this long term or short term? What you trying to do? The same thing I tell guys, same thing I tell women over here is, what's the plan? What are you trying to do? Is you just trying to have fun or are you trying to actually do something? Is you trying to grow? Is you trying to build? He said, Dad, I want to grow with her. I want to build with her. I said, all right, bet. This is what you need to do. I've been giving my son the keys to his relationship since 12th grade, senior year, since he started talking to his girlfriend's baby mama. And I sit here, and every time they go through something, I say, son, little dog, what do you want to do about the situation going on between you and your baby mama? What you want to do? I said, because you fucked around and found out and got a son first. You got my grandson before you graduated high school. Well, she was pregnant before you graduated. She had the baby in July. Counsel game. Oh yeah, me, him, and my grandson all counselors. Take that how y'all want to take. I said, bro, your plan was to go to school, get your degree, get you some money, go out in the real world, get you a good paying job, and then have a started family. I said you fucked up the plan. You went and had the baby first. The baby top priority. Your education second. Everything after your baby and your college education, third, fourth, fifth, wherever you want to place. I've been telling them how to get his money right. I was like, bro, at 18, the way you stacking your money, he working Smoothie King. He ain't got no high paying job. He ain't working in no warehouse. He ain't doing none of that time. He working Smoothie King. He working Smoothie King. But he worked plenty of hours. He worked double shifts. He do everything. He like getting his own bread. Me and him had financial conversation. I was like, well, bro, this is what you need to do with your money. Take care of that baby first. Make sure that baby's straight. So if you want to do something for your baby mom, go ahead. He done gave her one of his. He gave her the Cash App card. He keep a little money on the Cash App card just for her. He get that to her, and you do what he want to do with the rest of his money. But he made sure that baby straight first. Outside that one little incident where she put him on block, ever since then, she talked stupid, put him on block. They done broke up several times and shit like that. You know what this nigga be doing? Playing the game. Playing the game. Going out with his partners. Shit, he even be entertaining other females. He ain't did nothing. I know he ain't did nothing. He like, I'm just entertaining. I'm just trying to keep my options open just in case she don't want to act right. Everything that I be trying to tell you guys on how to deal with women, my son followed that shit to a T. He followed that shit to a T. And now it's to the point now that his baby mom, his girlfriend, with all her behavior, she live, you know, I look, like I say about my daughter fiance. I look at her, I know, I see her family background, I see where she come from, I see what she got going on in life and shit like that. And I feel for her a little bit. I understand why she do some of the things she do. And I give her a pass because she's 17. I give her a pass because she's 17. I say she's supposed to be stupid. She's supposed to be foolish. I give her a pass. She ain't grown yet. She making grown woman decisions, but she's not grown mentally yet. But because of the information I give my son, and the information I give my son that he give to her, I'm talking about how things supposed to roll. She's starting to come around. She's starting to realize that I got a real valuable nigga on my side. Cause like some of y'all that say y'all, you know, good fathers and shit like that, and y'all gotta go to child support because y'all don't want to do shit for your sons and your daughters. At 18, he making sure his son's straight. She see that shit. She see that shit. The only time he don't get his son is when she wanna all of a sudden, oh, I want to go out. Come get him. No. If you would have told me in the beginning of the day you had plans on going out, I probably got out work and got him and took him home and watched him till you got back to the house. But I'm at your house and you want to just pop up because you want to pop out because your friends want to pop out, and you expect for me to just say okay. He said no. Stay your ass at home and watch his baby. He stayed at home and watched his baby. He ain't scared to lose her. He ain't scared to lose her. She a cute little girl. A lot of dudes say nice things about her. I'm not gonna go into detail because, like I said, she's 17. I ain't gonna just I ain't gonna do that. But it's a lot of his partners and folks that went to school with him. They like how she look. That's all I'm gonna say. He don't care about that. The same things I tell you, like I don't care how you look. If you with the shit, I let your ass go. He literally sit there and put a plan into play and sit there and tell his baby mama, hey, look, this the plan. This is what I'm trying to do at 18. This is what I'm trying to do at 21. This is what I'm trying to do by the age of 25. Either you gonna be part of this shit or you ain't. Either you gonna be part of this shit or you ain't. Because I ain't got time to play with you. 18. She starting to come around and realize she ain't finna let that nigga go. Because she know that outside of him, she ain't gonna find too many niggas that's in his age that's doing what he doing right now. She might find a little up and coming D-boy or a scam or some shit like that, game banger. She know that shit. She know that. That's easy. They went to school with him. She's like, I know I can get one of them. But they ain't doing what Lil Dog doing. She can go chase the excitement and the attention and all that type of shit. And she'll probably get it. But she's like, I'd rather stay in the house. I want to go out here now and then. She'll say she want to go out. They went out Saturday. Had a little family day, him, her, and the baby. They went out. He ain't sitting there like she can't put shit on social media. He ain't sitting there saying she can't go out with her friends and shit like that. He don't give a damn. But if he tell her to sit her ass down, she knowing to sit her ass down. She know that he telling me to sit down for a reason. Because it's part of the plan. See, a lot of you guys will have this penny stock woman, this speculative stock woman, the ones y'all be so hyped up about because she could twerk, she look good, she fine, all that type of shit. The ones that y'all in love with, the ones y'all beat over the head day in and day out. The ones y'all beat over the head day in and day out to get them to act right. That's what y'all like to invest in. That's what y'all like to put y'all money and energy and attention and time into, with the ones that y'all have to constantly argue with. The ones you got to constantly try to control and all that type of shit right there because of how she look. Not because of what she brings to the table outside of that ass and titties. Oh, no. That's all you want. That's all you care for. Is the body. It's exciting. You give her the attention. You give her the validation. It's exciting. I hear guys that's in their mid-30s and 40s talking about they want one of them little young girls that's on a college campus. Why? they're exciting, they're young, and in some cases dumb. And y'all know that. And you can say what you want to say. Oh, we ain't trying to manipulate them. We ain't trying to take advantage of them and all that right there. Well, according to some of y'all conversations that I hear that I've listened to the last 6 down to 7 years, is that you want them for their youth. You want them to make your babies. And also, if they don't act right, you want to withhold money from them. You want to talk to them any kind of way. If the box ain't good, you throw them back to the streets. Just the words out of y'all mouth. Them ain't my words. That's not my conversation. No, that's y'all conversation. So when y'all invest in them, y'all say what y'all gotta say just so y'all can get your rocks off and shit like that. Some of y'all trick off on them. Some of y'all simp to them in hopes of getting a little pussy. That's it. You don't want marriage. Y'all say marriage has no benefits. You don't want to pay for dates. You just want the pussy. And in your head, the best way to get a little ass is with these females that's young and dumb and full of cum. That's your best out. Because women your own age, they know shit. They done heard all them games before. And it'd be amazing me sometimes that even in your 30s and 40s and sometimes in your 50s, you still be falling for the same boo game you fell for as a teenager. Some women don't never grow out that bullshit, but hey, to each his own. Y'all don't like talking to women your age because they're don't nobody want the old biscuits. Don't nobody want that old attitude. Don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want this. Don't nobody want that. Over here, I'm like, it's value in every woman. I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna find something. And in some of y'all niggas cases, it's just you wanna fuck them. That's it. And if you happen to get one of these little young girl pregnant, you don't want her to put you on child support, but you slick don't want to do nothing either. You don't want the people in your business, but you don't want to break bread with the baby you helped create. I'm just saying. You don't want to do nothing smash. Now, don't get what I say twisted. I'm a Cancer. You know, I believe in duality. I'm a Cancer. You know, one of our signs is the 69 sign. 69. That's one of our signs. It's the 6 and the 9. They look exactly alike. When I sit here and talk about men and women, I sit here and talk about it's the same thing on both sides. Both sides do the same bullshit when I talk about shit. That's why I come and say this to niggas and I come and say this to women. I'm basically telling y'all the same shit. That's that fence riding, which I don't like because I won't take an extreme side over here and I won't take an extreme side over there. I sit in the middle and call it like I see it. That's what I do. And when I call that shit out, I'm not trying to argue with nobody and saying they're wrong. I agree with some of the shit this guy say or some of the shit that lady say over there. I agree with some of that shit. And then when they start getting extreme, I'm like, hey, you lost me. You lost me. Maybe I'm not that emotionally attached to some of the conversations on why I can't crash out like some of these guys and some of these women out here on the daily crash out. I ain't that emotionally invested. I know the truth. So when I sit up here and I give y'all this financial style dating advice, which is something else that we have a problem with is our finances. We want to look rich and be broke as a motherfucker. We want to look like we balling and barely can pay the motherfucking rent. When I try to give y'all some financial literacy disguised as dating advice, and these just my opinions. This ain't no real financial literacy. This is educational purposes only. So therefore, whatever I say, you can take it with a grain of salt. But I am not affiliated with any company in any shape, form, or fashion. So hey, it is what it is. But when I give y'all this advice, I'm giving y'all this advice from a nigga that actually know how to invest. I come up here and do these shows with a hoodie on. Now it's a Michael Jordan hoodie. It's a Jordan hoodie. Don't get it to. It's a Jordan hoodie, but it's a hoodie. I done sold y'all on several occasions. I like watches. I got several watches. I just don't put them hoes on. I got on a G-Shock though. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't get every pair of Jordans or whatever come out. I got some ones on right now. I do. I just don't do too much. I'm not extreme. I got plenty of polo shirts. Y'all don't see me in a few of them. That's not. I wear polo shirts. You only see me in a few of them. Y'all ain't can't say y'all to see me in too many polo shirts doing lives, doing videos and shit like that. I don't wear them too many times, and they got plenty of them. You might see the polo T-shirt, but I don't wear my button down. I don't wear my the collar shirts. I don't do that shit every time I come live. I ain't for it. Just know I got them. When I used to do my thing in the streets, the niggas I was hanging with, they always wanted to look a certain type of way. What I look like a bum. And both of us doing the same shit. They try to tell me I'm wrong for dressing how I was dressing. I'm like, nigga, I ain't trying to draw that much attention. You want to look like the D boy. I don't. You want to look like a D boy. I don't. I'd rather put on a hoodie. One of my favorite hoodie was a gray hoodie with skulls and bones on that joint that I think I got out of City Train or some shit. I paid about $10 for. And a pair of shell toe Adidas when I was in the projects. Some real white boy shit. Some real white boy shit. While everybody ever wearing Jordans and this, that, and the third, I'm like, man, y'all want to be posted on the block, look like money. But ain't got enough money for your real. And a nigga like me standing on the block looking like a bum, and I'm running niggas off because they ain't got what I need to re-up. I got niggas scrambling because what I need to re-up, you ain't got. So again, y'all invest in these little junts that look good, perky and thick and whatever the case may be. Y'all put all y'all shit into these type of women. Then when they don't act right, let y'all tell it. Then you want to beat them over the head. You want to come to time about how bad they are and they bad behaviors and shit like that. And you don't be wrong, but you're trying to convince them to act a certain type of way. You want them to be wifey when they chaotic. And depending on how old they is, I expect them to be chaotic. And that's the same age group that y'all say is prime fertility, 18 through 25. I expect her to be chaotic. She's fresh out of high school. She's on her way to college. She's on her way to a job or something like that. She's trying to learn the world. I expect for her to be chaotic. And them the ones y'all want to be wifey and settle down. Crazy. But that's what y'all want. Because the ones y'all really need, boring. The ones y'all really need, the ones y'all say y'all need, the ones that's good quality women, loyal, stable, financially and emotionally. Them type of women, boring. They ain't on IG twerking every day. They ain't in the gym showing off their body more than they show off their workout regimen. Excuse me. They ain't posting and twerking at restaurants and the club all the time, showing what drinks and bottles they got at the table. They ain't posting vacation pictures and show they self hopping and skipping down the beach and shit like that. Nah, they boring. And y'all don't like boring. You don't like boring. But what be so funny is just like y'all say about women, how they don't like the good guy. What going on, Queen? What going on, Rush? Just like the women, when y'all say the women don't like the good guy boring, the good guy ain't exciting. Y'all say the same thing about the good women. Y'all don't like the boring women. Y'all don't like them. Y'all don't like them. And if you meet one, the first thing you want to do is turn her into a slut. How many times have you met a woman that actually has some standards about herself, actually had some standards about herself, and wasn't quick to give it up on the first date? Ashley told you you had to wait on them cookies. And I done seen this in my life numerous times. I myself did this shit. There's a woman told me to wait on any relations. And I had a fit. A good girl, a good woman that actually got some care about herself. Told you she ain't that type of girl. She ain't giving it up on the first date. She actually wants a real relationship before she doing anything strange. Y'all actually spaz out. If she tell you to wait 3 months, you looking and scratching your head and want to know why I gotta wait 3 months. Don't you find me attractive? I find you attractive. Hey, we got some type of chemistry going on. Why you won't give it to me? Ain't that crazy? Because the one that's the hoe, the one that's willing to give it to you, no question asked, guess what? You want her to act like a wife. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. When I sit here and talk about my relationship with my wife, I tell you guys and you ladies, I wanted to smash. I wasn't trying to get married. I wanted to smash. I found my wife very attractive. I didn't want to marry when I first saw my wife. I wanted to see what she looked like naked. And it just so happened that we worked together and we had conversations at work while I'm still shooting my shot. Every time we work together, I'm still shooting my shot. She still saying, nah, I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. Okay, cool, whatever. No shade. I'm going on about my business. No problem. But just the conversation we used to have when I wasn't on that shooting my shot shit, just having real life conversations. I'm like, shit, me and Shawty got a lot of things in common. And this before our first dates. Me and her had a lot of things in common. We were cool. We were cool. We were cool. I knew what she was about. While I was still trying to shoot my shot. While other niggas were trying to shoot their shot at her. Niggas telling me they gonna shoot their shot. I'm like, go ahead, bro. That ain't mine. We just cool. We just had conversation when we worked together. That's it. Then when we started talking, guess what? We found out we had a lot more shit in common. We found out we had a lot more shit in common on what we wanted to do. We actually had real long-term goals. And mind you, I was a nigga that wasn't thinking about marriage. It's just that when she say this, she want to do this, she want to do that. I'm like, you know what? I saw my mom and I heard my mama say that type of shit. My mama wanted to do this. My mama wanted to do that. And my stepdad didn't want to do none of that shit. Because every time she come up with a plan, every time she come up with a goal, trying to get me and my brother out the hood, and she looking at my stepdad and like, hey, we need to get our money right so we can get a house. The nigga quit a job, start snorting and drinking heavy, female calling the house and shit like that. And I'm like, I ain't never getting out the hood if I'm working, depending on him to help my mama get out the hood. I'm never getting out the hood. It took her 10 years for my mama to finally get a house. And when she got the house, she couldn't even enjoy it because she passed away. So when my wife was telling me shit she want to do long term and how she saw her grandmama and granddad to be together for 30, 40, and however long they were together before they passed away, I was like, that's some of the same shit my mama used to say. And that shit triggered something inside of me emotionally. I was like, shit, all right, cool, let's do that. We can do that. Cool. She had value. That lady been doing shit for me for 20 years. I didn't know I needed that lady. I didn't know that shit. I knew I wanted to smash. I knew that. But I didn't know I needed her to get to where I'm at in life. And it been plenty of conversation me and her had to where she like, nigga, if we wasn't together, you wasn't gonna fall. She said that all the time. She like, nigga, it wasn't nothing holding you back from me. She's like, if me and you didn't do shit, she like, nigga, you still gonna do something. She knew that. She said that all the time. She like, nigga, I know you were gonna do something, with or without me. She knew that. And I tell y'all a lot of times, what y'all getting now at 46 is well watered down. And part of the reason it's watered down is because of her. Part of the reason I ain't the plug is because of her. Part of the reason I ain't got to worry about getting my son out of jail is because of her. Part of the reason I ain't have to deal with a teenage pregnancy, and I know I'm being contradicted because I got a teenage pregnancy. But it's a lot of shit that I give to my wife for putting me in the position I am. Not just because of the shit I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that anyway. But see, the problem is a lot of you niggas don't want that. You don't want the boring. Because like I said, my wife don't put on a lot of makeup. She ain't no designer hoe. She ain't a club hopper. She don't drink. She don't smoke. She ain't twerking. She ain't got no social media. And this is 20 years. 20 years. All she wanted to do was go to work and build. Go to work and build. And build with a nigga that wanted to build too. And I didn't know I wanted to build. I was destructive. I was chaotic. I didn't give a fuck. That's why a lot of y'all niggas like fucking around with them little young girls, because y'all still chaotic in y'all 30s and 40s and 50s. Peter Pan syndrome. Don't want to grow up. That's why y'all value them little young girls. Make you feel good. That's why y'all tell young men that's my son age, leave them alone. Stay on your purpose. Stay on your grind. Get yourself together. What, you trying to get my son out the way so you can smash on his girlfriend? Then do what you want to do to her, and then send her back to him mentally fucked up, bodily fucked up, emotionally fucked up, and then expect for my son to deal with the shit you caused. And the ones y'all say y'all really want, the ones y'all want that you need, boring. You don't want them. You ain't got time for the standards. You ain't got time for the pushback. Even though she loyal, even though she emotionally stable, even though she ain't with the bullshit, even though she do all the shit y'all say y'all want women to do, she ain't twerking. She ain't smoking loud packs. She ain't sending you nudes in the phone. She ain't chaotic. And then get upset and frustrated with the little young girl that's all of that shit because she don't want to be wifey. Am I right? Am I right? Excuse me for a minute. So, like I said, I don't say the shit I say to argue with nobody. I agree with people. I agree with red pill content creators. I agree with manosphere content creators with some of the shit they say. I agree with a lot of shit they say. My great grandmama told me a lot of this shit. My great grandma. She told me a lot of shit that women do. So when I hear this shit, I don't disagree with them. They be extreme, but I don't disagree with them. They had to paint their narrative that women ain't shit. I don't agree with them. But you'll throw a little nugget out there that makes some sense. And I'm like, yeah, even the broke clock right twice a day. So yeah, I agree. But the only problem is when I say the shit I say, it's hard for a nigga to agree with me because they know I'm telling the truth. They know I don't give a fuck about the broke code or sisterhood. I don't give a fuck about none one of them. Like I said, I sit in the gray area. I'm on the fence. I don't care about neither side. I don't care about neither side because one thing I've always said is you want me to be with the bullshit, pay me. If you want me to be with the bullshit, just go to both sides, pay me. I'm very strategic. I listen more than I talk. I know all the holes in the armor and shit like that. I know the weak spots and all that type of shit on both sides. Pay me. Pay me. And I'll ride with you. And I'll say whatever the fuck you want me to say to whoever you want me to say it to. You niggas want me to talk bad about women, pay me. I'll be glad to talk bad about them. If ladies want me to talk bad about niggas, pay me. I don't give a fuck about them, no, but it's only a few niggas I like anyway. In real life and on social media. Pay me. I'll do the dirty work with a smile on my face. Told you I'm a devil. I get rocks off. I get my rocks off by doing dirt. I get a hard on by doing dirty shit. I do. But until one side decide to put money in my bank account, I'm gonna stay in the middle. I'm gonna still say what I've been saying since I've been talking. And it's like, hey, I want men and women to be together. I want y'all to be in relationships. I'm gonna call out the bad behavior of the men. I'm gonna call out the bad behavior of the women. I'm gonna try to tell men how to get better. I'm gonna try to tell women how to get better. If you want the advice, it's for you. If you don't want the advice, don't take it. Don't care. You want me to ride with you? Pay me. That's it. And guess what? The next live I do, I'm gonna talk good to the women. I'm gonna tell the women where they be fucking up in, how to better their situation and all that type of shit. And like today, I'm telling you niggas, y'all want to invest in these little young girls and try to make them out to be wives and shit like that. When the ones that need to be wives, you don't even want to fuck with because they bored. Plain and simple. And you know I'm not lying. Because if you sit there and say the women do the same thing, the niggas do it too. If you can sit there and say women don't like the boring guy and they want the bad boy, guess what? Why do you want the little young girl and not the one that actually makes sense? Make it make sense to a nigga like me. I'm a Memphis nigga that would have that's a C average. I'm a C average Memphis nigga. C average. Like for real, 2.7. And that's when I graduated. And that's me bullshitting through high school. That's me actually bullshitting through high school. I literally made myself a C student. That's funny when you literally make yourself average. You literally dumb yourself down for the people around you. That raised two top 5 students coming out of high school. I'm literally the epitome. I'm the son of a pimp that got a 2-decade marriage. Make it make sense. I actually did shit in my community by coaching basketball, and the same little boys I coached were the same ones that used to sell me dope. Take that how you want to take this shit. Take it how you want to take it. Like I said earlier, I'm a Cancer. I have a 69 tattooed on my left shoulder, right above a big ass bull. Right above a big ass bull. My wife a Taurus. My wife a Taurus. I have my wife name tattooed on my right arm, and I have her zodiac sign, a big ass bull, on my left arm. Pay me. I give you what you want. Don't pay me, I'm gonna give you what you need. Anyway, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna finish eating this bag of Cheetos. And yep, finna baked Cheetos. I'm gonna be fat. Baked Cheetos. I'm finna finish eating my baked Cheetos and finna drinking my high quality H2O. Go watch man. I didn't know Tubi had some fat movies. I was on Tubi before I got up on this joint. I didn't know Tubi had a lot of, it's Halloween season. There's a lot of scary movies on that joint. I didn't know they had all them good scary movies on. I'm gonna go watch some more Tubi. Yeah. So anyway, I appreciate everybody coming through. Hit that like button if you ain't already hit that joint. Hit the share button if you ain't already shared this joint out. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to get 1,300 before the end of the year. It's a small goal, but it's my goal. It's a slow process, but a slow process better than no process. I'm gonna get there one way or another, with y'all help or without y'all help. But I appreciate the help all the same. See y'all later.
My skin is black.
Doctor?
Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, poor nigga, house